Hi everyone, my name is Chelsea. Welcome to Little Mountain Ranch. I'm really happy to have you here with me today. Today I am going to share with you our Costco and our Wholesale Club haul. For those of you that are new, welcome. We are in British Columbia and we have a store here, a bulk grocery store that's called the Wholesale Club. I think it's also called the Superstore in other towns in our province. And it is a bulk grocery store that doesn't require a membership, which is fantastic. And there are some things that we can get there that we can't get at Costco, and vice versa, which is why we shop at both places when we do our bulk grocery hauls. It's also good to note that not only are we Canadian and our dollar is 74 cents to the American dollar, but also that we have a farm and we raise a lot of our own food here. So we don't have any meat. Actually, Dan might have some sausage or something like that, because sometimes he likes to buy some convenience foods like that. But usually no meat in our hauls. We don't have any yogurt or milk, and also outside of some of the frozen vegetables that we buy, we also don't buy vegetables. We raise all of that here on our own property. Right now, because we are towards the end of September, at the end of harvest season, our pantry, our freezers, and our root cellar are absolutely packed with all the food that we have grown here on our farm over the last 3 months. We do have a very short growing season, but we pack a lot of growing into that short period of time. And if you're interested in seeing any of that, you can reference to my garden videos down in the show notes below. I think we'll start with some of the non-food items that we bought. Whenever we go to Costco, we do usually pick up some things that are non-food related, like clothing, for instance, because they sell really good quality kids clothing. So I'll usually pick up some things for my kids. And then if there's some other things that we can get for a better price there than we can get locally, we usually do. And I should mention that our Costco is almost 4 hours away from us, which is one of the reasons why we do large bulk hauls around every 3 months or so, just because it's not feasible for us to be able to go up there that often. So let's get into it. Okay, we bought 4 of these shelves, and these were only $119 each, which was a really good price. And we were able to see these all set up in Costco and kind of feel them, and they're very sturdy. So we're actually building a storage room in one of the bedrooms downstairs right now, and we got these for that. And along with these, we also bought a whole bunch of these clear bins here, just so that we can see what's inside of them to go on those shelves. And once we get that room all set up, I'll give you a tour of it. And then we got this really pretty carpet here. It was $229. And it's huge and really nice quality, very similar to the one that we have over in the living room, but this one is for downstairs in our family room. We have not had time to really do a lot of decorating down there. We recently renovated our basement and gutted it right down to the studs and everything, and we don't have anything pretty down there. So this carpet is for down there, and it was $229, which is a little expensive for an area rug. You can get them a lot cheaper at, say, Walmart, but the quality of this one is really nice. And then, like I said, we always get some clothing items at Costco, and they usually have nice jeans there. So I got some jeans and this cute little sweater with the hearts on it, and that came with this cute t-shirt and a pair of sweatpants. This is for my grandson. I saw this and I just thought that was so cute with the little t-shirt. And then I got myself this corduroy work jacket. This is a good kind of shoulder season work jacket. And this was only 25 bucks, which is the reason that I bought it, because it was a nice, good quality jacket. And that is a good price for a work jacket. $21.99 for this little outfit for my grandson. And then this little suit was, I think it was $25. And then $10 for the jeans. I think that was all of the non-grocery related items. Oh, I did want to show you this though. I actually got this at Winners, but I wanted to show you because I thought it was really cute. So this is a table runner, and it's very autumn-y. And this one goes underneath it, and it looks really, really cute. So I got that for the Thanksgiving dinner table. And these are from Gingerbread, which I just love every single thing that they make. I love so much. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I just love the vintage. And they actually have a monthly, like a subscription, where they'll send you their their dish towel of the month. And I mean, how cute is that? So cute. They also sent me this really cute little apron here that Dan has actually claimed. This apron, I cannot wait to see this on him. All right, now let's get into the food. Oh, hang on, there is one more non-food related item, and that is canning jars. And my friends, these are $24.99 a case. That has doubled in price in the last 2 years. Dan just about fell over because he went and bought these for me because I actually ran out of canning jars this year. And I can't believe it. One of my sons was saying if I took all my canning jars, because I have well over 1,000 of them, and sold them, we'd be rich. Okay, we'll cover all of the stuff that, we'll do Costco first, and then I'll show you the wholesale club after that. So these boxes of pierogies here are $12.50 a box. So we got 2 boxes of those, and those are just for convenient dinner nights, and my kids love them. I decided to try these chicken breast bites. So it's all breast meat. And this is just, again, for a convenience dinner. I have never purchased these before, so I'm hoping they're good. They sure look good. And they are $16.99 each. A whole bunch of these frozen vegetable mixes here. So this is also for convenience food. I do have a lot of these kinds of vegetables freeze-dried, but if I just want to whip something together really quickly and I don't want to go down to my pantry and open up a bunch of different bags, because the way that I have mine freeze-dried are all individual, which I'm actually going to change up next year and make some mixes like this. But when I just want something convenient for a quick stir fry, these are fantastic and my kids really like them. This is a new one that I decided to try, fire roasted vegetable primavera, which just looks beautiful. So these are $17, a little bit more expensive. That's why I only got 1 bag, and $13.50 for these ones, and we got 2 bags of those. I didn't actually end up putting a ton of berries in the freezer this year. I'm not really sure why. I do have quite a few raspberries, which is why I only got 1 bag of raspberries, but no strawberries, very few blueberries, and no mixed berries at all. So got 2 bags of these at $17 each. Blueberries at $10, 2 bags. Strawberries at $14, 2 bags. And then $20 for raspberries. Ouch. And then we have the corn over here at $14. I did get a bunch of corn from my neighbor, which I did can up, but we needed a little bit of extra, so I got 2 bags of those. And now I'm just gonna quickly throw this stuff back in the freezer because it's starting to thaw, and then we'll get into the rest. Okay, that stuff's back in the freezer. And now I have all the cheese here. So I mentioned that I don't make cheese, and I don't know if I mentioned that the reason I don't is just because I'm not a very good cheese maker. So I buy cheese. So this is all cheddar here. We have some marble and some mozzarella. So what we do with the mozzarella is we just run it through the food processor and grate it all up and put it into bags in the freezer, and we use that for pizza. All of these, I just actually cut them open, re-vacuum seal them, and put them in our fridge downstairs, and we usually go through this much cheese in a couple months, and it holds up down there just fine. Here we have some almonds and some hemp hearts. I am using these to add to smoothies, both of the hemp hearts at $17 a bag, very expensive, but I usually only add around a tablespoon or 2 to our smoothies. And then almonds are $16 a bag, and this I use for the topping for something that I make called glory bowls, which is a really delicious recipe. So I just chop them up and roast them in the oven. Then we have a couple of nut bars. These are really quite delicious. There's not much healthy in them, but they are delicious. They're $16 a box, and we got 2 of those. And we got some protein bars as well. So these just get thrown into backpacks or whatever when we go. And then we also got some protein bars. These are $19.99 a piece. We have some granulated garlic here, $12. Got 2 of those. Some apple cider vinegar. So I have made my own apple cider vinegar, and I actually have some down in the pantry right now. But I've been checking the acidity of it, and the acidity of it is not high enough for canning, and I like to use apple cider vinegar in some of my canning recipes. Oh my goodness, I'm having a hard time getting these sentences out. Anyway, I bought 2 apple cider vinegars for recipes for canning. And if you are new here, I am a huge canner. I love to can, and I share lots of canning content. And we're just coming to the end of kind of the crunch canning season, but I have probably 200 or 300 more quarts to can up before the year is up. And then we have some vanilla here. This is the vanilla that we like to buy. $13 for the vanilla, and that is actually almost $5 cheaper than it was last time we went, which is awesome. Vanilla is also really easy to make, but I do lots of things from scratch around here, and vanilla is just one of those things I haven't kind of integrated into my the things that I make. I have some dishwasher soap here, 2 boxes of those, $24 a box, and lots of crackers. Actually, we'll go around this way. These pita bites are so delicious with cheese and like any kind of pepper jelly spread. So good. Same with these almond flour crackers as well. They are really good, and my kids like them because they're quite salty. So we have 4 boxes of these. They're $13 a box, and 4 boxes of these at $9 a box. And then a couple of the boxes of the rice crackers over here at $13 a box. These are great for making snack plates, so like cheese and crackers and pickles and things like that. That's what we use these for mostly. And then we have a couple of bags of K-Pasa chips, and these are for making nachos. $6.40 a bag for the extra large bag, which isn't really that bad. These were a first time buy for me. I had heard they were really good, so I just bought 1 bag to try them. The nice thing about these is they have 0 seed oils in them, cooked in coconut oil, and these are also made in Canada. And the story of the family that started these right here is fantastic. So I do like them, but I did find after I had eaten about 4 or 5 of them, they were a little bit oily. So I think these would be something I would want to put on like a cheese and cracker plate on the holidays, because in small doses, they're really good. They're just not something you'd want to snack on too much of at once, at least not me. And we have tortillas here, and these are massive bags of tortillas. There's 36 tortillas in each one of these for $10, and that price really can't be beat. And for the amount of effort, making these from scratch is pretty easy, as far as it's not complicated, but it's time consuming, especially for the amount that we use at once. So we bought 4 bags of these, and these freeze awesome as well. Some garbage bags. These ones were actually from the wholesale club, I think. Just large, heavy-duty garbage bags. Annie's mac and cheese. So if you've been following the saga of the Annie's mac and cheese, you will know that I said the last time we bought them, or maybe it was the time before, that I'm not going to buy them anymore because my kids will eat an entire case of these. And there's quite a few boxes in each case in one sitting, and they're $20. So it's just way cheaper for us to make our own mac and cheese at home. However, my kids love these, and because we have been buying a box of these at Costco every time we've gone for their entire lives, there's just a lot of nostalgia involved in it. So we did buy 2 cases for them this time. They ate the first case yesterday, and these cases come with the white cheddar and then the aged cheddar. So they just opened up both boxes, and they ate all of, which one did they eat? They ate all of the aged cheddar one yesterday for lunch. So that's that long-winded explanation as to why I have Annie's mac and cheese. This I thought was an interesting thing. So I have not gotten into freeze drying mushrooms. I've heard great things about it, but I just haven't gotten around to actually even purchasing a large enough amount to run a batch through my freeze dryer. So when I saw these, I thought I would try these and see if I actually use them, and if it's worth the effort for me to go and buy mushrooms in bulk and freeze dry them. So we'll give that a try. This was $20 for all of those mushrooms, which is actually a pretty decent price, I think. We have some crab meat here. I can't remember why Dan said he bought this, if it was for a recipe or what, but he bought these ones, and they were for $4.79 per little container. And then all of these here, $1.99. These are for our pizza, so just black olives. Also for our grandson, it was $20. We have some Zavia over here. So this is a Zavia sweetened pop. We don't drink a ton of this stuff. One of you guys in a video, I think it was in a pantry tour video, shared with us that Zavia, it can actually disrupt hormones. So we did some reading on it. You have to consume a lot of it for it to influence you that way. But ever since then, we don't drink a ton of it. This is just something that we have once in a while. Same with the sparkling water. Dan loves pop. We've talked about that many times before in previous videos. So these, he just likes fizzy drinks. So these are for him, and that was $22 for the case. We also bought some juice boxes here, $17 for organic juice boxes. And then some light bulbs at $20 a pack. Geometry set. One of my kids needed a geometry set, and it was only 10 bucks. So some canned mushrooms at $17 a case, which I think is a decent enough price. And we use those on pizza for the most part. And also in, what else do I use them in? Beef stroganoff as well. Couple bags of cereal. We don't eat a ton of cereal here, but it is nice when we're in a rush in the morning. So $10, they're not cheap. Oh my goodness, cereal is expensive. $10 a bag for these. And these ones also came from the wholesale club. This one's my personal favorite. $2.99, a couple of bags of these for making chicken chow mein. Q-tips at $14 a bag. Some more garbage bags, $23. We go through a lot of garbage bags around here. We have brown sugar, and I used to buy my brown sugar in large bulk bags, but I would find it would dry out quickly. So we actually buy it by the case like this, and that way we can just throw these in 5-gallon bags, or 5-gallon buckets rather, and they stay nice and fresh and soft. Brown sugar or golden sugar like this is super easy to make, but again, sometimes I find the convenience of just not having to do every single thing from scratch worthwhile, and this is one of the things that I choose to buy instead of make. And lots of butter. We always buy a case of butter. We go through this about every 2 to 2.5 months or so, a case of butter like this. We use a lot of butter in our house. These are so much cheaper at Costco than they are at our local grocery store at $5.65 a piece. And if I didn't mention this earlier, I'm not a big fan of the flavor of homemade butter. I know that sounds weird, even when I say it out loud, but it is true. I much prefer store-bought butter. And then we bought a bag. This was $13 for brown cane sugar. A couple more things over here. Large freezer bags, $13.99. These ones were also from the Wholesale Club. President's Choice is kind of the brand name that the Wholesale Club carries for a lot of their stuff. And then 4 bins of mayonnaise, and these were $27 each. Oh my goodness, $27 each. I may have to start making homemade mayonnaise. That's ridiculous. Plus, there's a lot of things in here that aren't fantastic for your body. And everyone always asks how we store these. These actually store as long as they're not opened in our cold room just fine. Once they're opened, they need to be refrigerated. So we've got 3 of those, and these were Wholesale Club purchases. And then we have some Kirkland cream cheese. This is from Costco, of course, because it's Kirkland brand, and that was $10 for cream cheese. I do make cream cheese sometimes. It's not that difficult of a cheese to make, but this is just convenient. So we got that. And a couple more things over here, these large bulk boxes of pasta. So we have lasagna noodles, spaghetti, and elbow macaroni. I do love homemade pasta, which I make a fair bit in the winter time, but this is also much more convenient. So we have 4 or 3 of those boxes, and these are around $25 a piece for those. And then we have these number 10 cans of ketchup. So what we do with these, so we buy these squeeze bottles, and then we just fill those squeeze bottles up, and I think it's around 4 squeeze bottles per one of those number 10 cans. And then that usually lasts us a month or so, so it doesn't go bad in the fridge, just keeping it refrigerated. So that's how we use those big cans of ketchup. In about 6 weeks' time, we are going to be doing our annual pantry tour, and that is one of our funnest videos to make, and it also is one of your guys' favorite videos to watch from us every year. I think this is the 6th year that we have been doing our pantry tour videos in October, and we will be showing you both our store-bought pantry, that's where all this stuff is gonna go, and our canning pantry, our root cellar, and potentially this year we're hoping to be able to get the little mini pantry that we're gonna be building up by my kitchen upstairs here finished before that tour, so we'll be able to show you that as well. I am just sitting here editing the video and I realized that I didn't tell you the totals for the grocery shop. So we have for Costco, we have $2,869.14. And remember, these are in Canadian dollars. Our dollar is 74 cents to the American dollar. And then $571.71 for the wholesale club. That is going to be it for me today, everyone. I hope that you enjoyed today's video and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.